is I take my recordings and then I watch them. I watch them in 3 different ways. First thing I do is I just listen to the content. Second thing I do is I watch it with no sound, right? Because body language and facial expressions communicate much more than our actual words. And then the last thing I do is I take a look at the transcript, the actual words, even the non-words that I use, and I read that out loud. Now, let me tell you, it is really difficult to do that. And it is really challenging to see yourself and to coach yourself. But you're going to see the elements where, number one, you're falling short of your own expectations, and it's going to give you targeted areas of improvement. If I say 50 times in 3 minutes, then I realize, okay, I need to reduce my filler words. If I am delivering all of my content with absolutely no expression, then I know I need to, change my facial expressions and focus on that. When you receive your own coaching, as cringe as it may be, you're able to not only pinpoint what you need to grow on, but keep in mind, you also get to see the results of your work. Just like we're not qualified to evaluate whether an audience is really engaged with us or not, we're not qualified to really evaluate our own performance. There are some times when I'll record a video like this, or I'll give a talk and I'll stop and I'll think, oh my goodness, what have I done? That was terrible. That was awful. I was doing this and I was doing that, and my shoulder was doing this weird thing. I don't understand it. And then I'll watch the recording, and this weird thing that I thought my shoulder was doing was just this, right? Or maybe I thought I said something wrong and I didn't actually say it. Or maybe I thought I was delivering completely deadpan, but my facial expressions were great. You see, too often we think of watching recordings as let's find the mistakes. But don't forget that this drill, as well as many other public speaking drills, it's not just to point out the areas where you're growing. It's also to point out the areas where you're already shining. Keep that in mind, whether you're practicing public speaking skills or any other skill. Keep in mind that, yeah, you may stumble. Yeah, you may make mistakes, but that's the point. That's how we get better.